The moment I sat down, my body knew. Not fear, instinct. The kind that freezes your blood before the bite ever comes. Something inside me went cold, like the bond itself was pulling back, bracing for what I was about to hear. I told myself I was ready, that I wanted the truth, no matter the cost. But my hands wouldn't stop shaking, and my breath came too shallow, as if my wolf understood what my mind was still refusing to face. There are lies that feel like protection. There is evidence that's too perfect to be real. And there are moments when trusting what you see becomes more dangerous than trusting what you feel. What I'm about to look at won't end tonight. It will follow me. Through the bond, through the moon, through everything I thought was unbreakable. The office was immaculate, silent, every detail placed exactly where it needed to be, including me. This is Bound to Blood and Moonlight, a good werewolf romance. As always, I read for you, and you enjoy the plot. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Let us read. Chapter 22. The Evidence That Shatters Her. Leora hesitated at the entrance of Marcus's office. The polished mahogany desk, the precise angle of the blinds, the sterile perfection of the room, it all felt staged. A trap, designed to unnerve her. Marcus gestured her inside, slow, deliberate. Every instinct screamed she was being watched. Every movement, every expression, catalogued before it even happened. She walked to the chair, placed exactly in the center of the room, exposed. The moment her fingers touched the cold metal back, a shiver ran through her. She sat down, resisting the urge to curl inward. Her hand instinctively sought the warmth of the bond, only to find static, where comfort should have been. The absence hollowed her chest, left her aching, abandoned. Her jaw tightened. Marcus observed her quietly, expression unreadable. He moved behind the desk, poured her a glass of water, sliding it across toward her, almost domestic, almost kind, but deliberate, rehearsed, a calculated display of control. She didn't reach for it. Marcus sat, hands neatly on the desk, eyes fixed on hers. The only sound, the faint tick of a pen against an inkwell, a soft, rhythmic punctuation that made the tension unbearable. Without a word, Marcus leaned back. He slid a pristine white folder across the desk. It gleamed unnaturally in the office light. Untouched. Immaculate. Leora's pulse quickened. Every rational instinct screamed to stay away, but her desperate need to understand her father's past overrode the fear. Her hands hovered over the smooth paper. Trembling, she pulled it closer. "What is this?" she whispered. She lifted the cover, scanned the first page. Seeking the truths she had long suspected were hidden. Confusion gripped her immediately. The dates were slightly off. The sequence of events twisted. The story felt wrong. The information was detailed, accurate, but the tone didn't match. Marcus leaned forward, voice low, controlled. "Look closer." She caught the subtle, too clean smell of the ink. Not aged, hadn't sat in a file for years. Her eyes flicked across the text, dense with technical language, and froze. Printed plainly on the page, a reference to her father's chipped watch, a detail she had never revealed to anyone. Her chest tightened. The implications crashed into her. How did this get in here? Her voice barely more than a tremor. Before she could process it, Marcus placed a hand lightly on the file, meant to soothe, but it felt like a cage. The cold pressure of the desk under her hands amplified, his voice soft, deliberate. "You deserve to know the truth, Leora." Her fingers trembled as she turned the page. The autopsy image stared back at her. Clinical. Brutal. The ripping mark of her father's death laid bare. Her stomach lurched violently. Marcus watched carefully, noting every twitch. "Recognize the pattern?" he murmured. "Quiet, but cutting. The wound was deliberate, impossible for any normal wolf." Pain spiked through her chest, sudden, sickening. It had nothing to do with the paper. Her body reacted to the psychic strain of the bond, the overload of emotion. Marcus's lips barely moved. "See? Your body knows." A faint metallic copper taste coated her tongue. Her vision blurred, swimming. The psychic pain intensified. Marcus tapped a section highlighted in red, near the graphic image. Her world narrowed, red on white. The terrifying certainty it presented. The report claimed the claw marks bore a signature, Alpha D. Hale. Her breath caught. The written proof was clinical, undeniable, and yet her gut screamed denial. Marcus leaned closer, warm breath brushing her ear. She followed his instructions, shaking, compliant, grounding herself against him even as reality wavered. You always suspected, didn't you? He asked gently. The accusation hit harder than any shout. The edges of the office wavered, the room slipped around her, then suddenly, a flash, metallic, jagged. Damien, over a body, the shrill ringing in her ears matched the pitch from her prophecy visions. Her mind recoiled. This shard of memory, cold, implanted, impossible, and yet it felt real. She dug her nails into her palms, clinging to the chair, desperately trying to anchor herself. No, that wasn't him, was it? Marcus didn't argue. He reached over, lifting her chin with 2 fingers. Cold, controlling. His touch cut through the residual confusion. Her resistance crumbled into raw horror. He claimed he had found the report years ago, but hid it, to protect her from the truth about Damien. Her voice trembled. Why would you hide this from me? He released her chin. His explanation calm, measured, devastating. He spoke of sacrifice, a choice made to spare her pain. But Leora was past shock, past grief. Her mind felt like a stretched wire. The shard slammed fully into her consciousness. Damien, claws out, bloodied. It was false, fabricated, but it burned into her awareness with brutal clarity. The metallic odor that had hovered earlier exploded across her senses, copper flooding her mouth. No, no, no.